To have you here. I wish it was under happier circumstances. This is incredible. The NYPD quickly arrested 33-year-old Sebastian Zapata-Cali. He's an illegal Guatemalan who was previously deported in 2018. He clearly made his way back into the U.S. How stunning is this case, and how much do you think this also epitomizes almost everything that's wrong when you have an open border?
Sure. Well, this is the Democrat policies coming to a head. It's not just the open border of Joe Biden, but it is the sanctuary policies of New York City Democrats. It's the fact that our governor in the state of New York, they decided that they were going to change the laws to harbor individuals who are here illegally, to reduce sentencing so it doesn't trigger deportation, essentially making New York a sanctuary state. It's all of these things combined that have brought us to this moment. And it is one of the most shocking murders this year, but certainly not the only one. We've seen multiple murders on the streets of New York City and state by individuals who are in this country illegally. And it just shows how much we need to push the Democrats that control our city and state to once again cooperate with ICE, to once again allow ICE to operate out of Rikers Island. And we need to hold these Democrat politicians accountable, particularly our governor and our mayor, who refuse to actually take action to put the public safety of New Yorkers first.
You talked about the governor. Here is New York State Governor Kathy Hochul on the day of this horrific killing. Watch this.
I'm on the subway train heading out to Queens Center. I have a lot of, not quite last minute, but I have holiday shopping to do. I've got an adorable 2-year-old granddaughter, so it's a lot more fun to shop. I can take the subway wherever we need to go. And I want all New Yorkers to feel safe, which is why we've added so many more National Guard, over 250 more people that'll make sure that your ride is as safe as it can be.
It's like this happy ad, and this comes, of course, after this horrific crime. And it says, in March, I took action to make our subways safer for millions of people. But then she's also reinforcing that she's sending more members of the National Guard. That doesn't seem to reconcile with the facts. Your thoughts, Congresswoman? It's incredible.
Well, it must be nice to be able to ride the subway with your own personal security detail. And she probably had, I'm sure, them clean the subways out before she came and stepped onto that track to take videos and a selfie. And that's part of the problem. These politicians that run our city and state are so out of touch with reality. I dare the governor to go ride the subway alone and see how comfortable she feels then, particularly in the overnight hours. That's what she's asking New Yorkers to do right now, with hitting them with a congestion tax to drive into the city. If you're a waiter who works till 2 in the morning, or a nurse who has to be in the hospital at 5 a.m., or any other type of municipal worker who works odd hours, you are being asked by this governor to essentially ride this subway in the middle of the night, with who knows what else is going on there, and you feel very uncomfortable, or else you're going to be hit with thousands of dollars in a congestion tax to drive into Manhattan. This is part of the problem. If Kathy Hochul wants people to ride the subway, and I'm sure people do want to ride the subway, but they want to be safe. That's the difference. And right now, people don't feel safe. So instead of taking selfies and videos, actually address the issue here. We need more cops in New York City, too, by the way. We are thousands of cops short right now than we were on September 11, 2001, which should be very concerning to everybody. We also need to address the issue of mental health. The governor, her predecessor, Governor Cuomo, closed thousands of mental health beds in our city. It's part of the reason why people are on the streets. And we need to make sure we put career criminals behind bars, and we need to hold those people accountable who jump turnstiles. If you're jumping a turnstile, you're probably causing some trouble in the subway system, and yet there's no accountability for those individuals either. So they have to crack down on that, but actually also help bring revenue into the system so you wouldn't have to hit people with a congestion tax.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. If they were, what is it, like 17 million? I mean, there's a lot of money, billion. I think it's a huge amount of money that they could get from those fare beaters alone and not have to punish the good taxpayers with the congestion pricing. It's getting socked in every different direction, and people are just really, really fed up. Congresswoman, thank you very much. We always love having you here. And if I don't talk to you before, then have a great new year. It's really wonderful to talk with you. Thank you.
Happy New Year, Rita. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you. Thank you very